Manchester United would have to stump up around £50 million if they want to sign Crystal Palace forward Jean-Philippe Mateta, according to reports. The 27-year-old has been in superb form for Oliver Glasner's side, scoring 6 goals in his last 5 Premier League games and turning the heads of Europe's elite in the process. According to The Sun, Lyon are now keeping tabs on the Frenchman in a move that would be controversial, given that the club's owner John Textor is the largest shareholder at Palace. The report says a number of Premier League sides are chasing Mateta, but that any club who wants to sign him will have to pay £50 million at least for a player who is only getting better at Selhurst Park after reaching 42 goals in total since joining in 2021. Last season, Mateta hit 19 goals in all competitions, and United were tipped to sign the striker by Paul Merson amid their struggles up front. United signed Joshua Zirkzee from Bologna this season, but the Dutchman has had trouble adapting to life at Old Trafford with just 5 goals, while Rasmus Højlund has 7 in total. Amorim even tried playing Kobbie Mainoo as a false 9, ironically, in a 2-0 home loss to Palace, where Mateta scored a fantastic brace. Merson told Sky Sports this week, "Man United should get Mateta. That's what they need. He's a strong lad up front, playing at the top of his game. He leads the line, scoring goals now. He runs and works his socks off harder than anyone you know. He's 100 times better than anyone Man would have in the front line. Not Amad Diallo. He's a young kid, but he's much better than Højlund and Zirkzee at the moment." It comes after Spanish outlet Fichajes claimed Barcelona are also interested, seeing the forward as an alternative to first-choice Robert Lewandowski. His contract expires in 2027, and is not the only Palace player being chased ahead of a possible summer move, with defender Mark Guehi being linked with an exit after the club rejected a bid from Tottenham in January. Manchester United head coach Ruben Amorim will enjoy the rare luxury of a clear midweek this week after his side automatically qualified for the last 16 of the Europa League last month. United finished the league phase of the new Europa League format third in the table, meaning they are one of 8 clubs who have automatically progressed to the first knockout round of the competition. Those who finished between 9th and 24th now face a 2-legged playoff tie to try and join United in the last 16, with the first legs of those ties taking place this Thursday evening. The return legs will take place the following Thursday. United went into their concluding league phase fixture against FCSB in Bucharest just under a fortnight ago with the knowledge that a win would be enough to see them through. Second-half goals from Diogo Dalot and Kobbie Mainoo sealed a routine 2-0 win. Amorim wanted to avoid the playoff round at all costs, saying ahead of the 2-1 win over Rangers a week earlier, "We need to win it because it is really important for the classification to try and avoid 2 games in the playoffs to have more time to train, so everything is important in this moment." As a result of winning 5 and drawing 3 of their 8 league phase outings, United can plan for Sunday's Premier League clash with Tottenham Hotspur at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium without the distraction of a midweek assignment. United have experienced something of a fixture marathon since Amorim's first game in charge on November 24th, playing 20 games in just under 11 weeks. The longest period they went without a game during that time was just 7 days. That 7-day period came between United's 2-2 draw with Liverpool at Anfield, which they had 6 days to prepare for since their previous outing, and their FA Cup third-round triumph over Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium. United's performances against Liverpool and Arsenal last month rank as the best they have produced under Amorim thus far, meaning it may not be coincidental that they have come on the back of extended periods of time on the Carrington training pitches. Obviously, it always helps when you have time to train and to prepare the games a little bit more, said United captain Bruno Fernandes the day after the victory at Arsenal. It is important. As a result of qualifying for the Europa League last 16 automatically, 9 days will have passed since United's last outing when they arrive at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium on Sunday afternoon. It will mark the longest gap they have had between matches since the November international break. The Portuguese chief has regularly banged the drum about the importance of getting to spend time on the training pitches at Carrington ever since arriving from Sporting Lisbon 3 months ago. His 3-4-2-1 system has forced United's players to adapt to a completely new way of life. Any transitional period is going to feature setbacks, and United have experienced no shortage of those recently. But getting time on the training ground to continue adapting to the head coach's demands and philosophy should only stand the players in good stead. However, the onus will be on them to prove Amorim right come kick-off time in North London on Sunday afternoon. Once they cross the white line, there is only so much the United head coach can control. United do not have a midweek fixture again until facing Ipswich Town at Old Trafford on February 26th, meaning both this week and next week are clear of a midweek assignment. United face Everton in what will be their very last visit to Goodison Park a week on Saturday, 6 days after the clash with Spurs, meaning they will get more adequate training time next week. United's best performances so far under Amorim have followed a solid number of days' worth of training, meaning it should not be too great a surprise if United turn up in North London and add to Spurs' woes. However, Amorim needs his players to ensure history does repeat itself.